Hello, my friends. Am I live now? G'day, g'day. Tom, Greengrass, Northern Cardinal, Ambrose, how's it going, champions? These Roottrees do like to die. That's what they're doing. A lot of them haven't even been alive since we got started. Ambrose, you watched the VOD and you didn't figure out. I was hoping you'd just come in. You'd come in hot and you'd be like, Eli the mechanic, mate. You haven't added Mechanics Monthly to your periodicals and looked up Eli the mechanic. Oh, we're so close though. We are so close. We gotta figure out Eli and Tessa. Does anyone remember? Does anybody remember how we found out that Elias was a mechanic? Where we verified that? Was that in Lauren's books? Because I need to figure out where that was. Elias the mechanic. Lauren's books talks about someone giving him his first tools. Alright, maybe we need to look into that person who gives him his first tools more. That's a good... Yes. We did initially go on just... He looked like a gosh darn mechanic, didn't he? Okay. Eli Jr. No, wrong Eli. Wrong Eli, isn't it? Sam Clark names. Names? Eli. Certified for Edward Clancy. Roottrees, no. First tools. I can't do like a Control F, can I? We gotta find that first tools thing. Okay, I think maybe it's not in this one, it's in the other one. Clancy Jr. Clark. I don't think it's gonna be a... Oh no, Eli C. We need Eli M, mate. So many Elis. Come on. Samantha Roottree. Oh, wait, is it this one? Elias and Gwyneth. No, I don't think it is this one. Scandal. Eli Jr. again. It was Sam. Illegitimate daughter of Elias and Patricia is our mate Sam over here, who we think also has a relationship with him. Sam having tools made us think it was a man, yes. Farmhand known as EC. Patricia's married to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. Patricia, Patsy's husband, died in their 50s. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, had appreciated this. We've got them in, don't we? Eli Jr. Wait, we have got her in, don't we? Lauren, we must have. Hey, John. Miss Smile, how's it going? No, but it must be, because we only learned about Sam being a boy in the revisiting. Sorry, Sam being a girl. We got done in the first book because we thought Sam was a boy. Oh, but maybe the tool stuff was in the first one. Yeah, let's go. First book entry on Sam. Complaints Dynasty Sam. Here we go. An obscure relative. Trim the branches of the family tree. Here we go. Miracles Boys. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle Boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. None of us had even met Sam until Uncle Junior's wedding to Papsy that year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shuffed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on the way back from work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago. Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons. What's this about? None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons. But Eli certainly seemed thrilled. Is it because Sam... I mean, maybe one of the reasons is Sam's a woman? Yeah, Ambrose has said it as I say it. But multitude of reasons. I do wonder. I mean, it's interesting that they consider Sam an outsider as well, and a distant relative, when she's... Maybe it's too reckless fast bikes. Yeah, it could be something as simple as that. Blood is thicker than syrup. Why is Grandad making an exception now? Maybe we need to find out more about the Anderson farm? Proper is a strange word for that. Yeah, I mean, this is 1963. So, sort of traditional gender roles is probably one of the reasons. I wonder if we can find anything about the old Anderson farm. Because, like, I don't know how to find out about Eli M. But we do know that he did spend time at the farm. So that is something. The first Anderson maple farm. Gwyneth Anderson. Oh, I'm sure we've read this before, haven't we? Elias decided to create candy. Still daily demonstrations and educational tours. What do we need about Eli M? We don't have his spouse, and we figured out Tessa Roottrees just because that's basically the only name we've got left. So we need to know about his spouse and his daughter. And we don't have a picture of Tessa. Assuming that our logic about November is right. So we cannot finish the game until we get one more picture. At least. I think there's a couple of other pictures we haven't gotten, like over here, but it's very unlikely that these two have anything. I think we can probably finish the game even if we don't figure out how to get those pictures. Elias Miracle Roottrees. Maybe I should try searching, like, alternative ways of his name. He's a good-looking Roottrees, tell you that. I'd let him change my muffler, if you know what I'm saying. She's a stunt woman. Yeah. I don't know what else we can do with the Anderson farm. Is that... I don't suppose that's one that's still got a number on it. Clark. And I don't know why it's still telling us there's 2 things to do with Clark, because we did a lot with Clark. We've got all the pictures with Clark. And we've got everything we need to know about his band over here. The only thing we don't have is the other alias. We can't search for Eli M anywhere. Oh, it's more. There's still 2 things to learn about here, and it's about Wild Bill. It's about Wild Bill. Yeah, I mean, I can try some searches online. Alias Miracle Root Tree. Eli Miracle Root Tree. Eli M Root Tree. Elias M Root Tree. Mechanics Monthly. Imagine if this worked. Elias Miracle Root Tree. Dang. You did get a kick in the last stream where it mentioned downloading a song for 30 minutes. Oh yeah. 1998. 56k. I didn't even have 56k. It was supposed to be 56k, but the dial-up was like 33.6 or something. Elias Mechanics. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help us out. Elias. Yeah, it's just given this saying there's more with Clark. Then you got this one. There's 5 things going on. What can we have possibly missed here? I don't understand how we can get a handle on him. Neither do I, Ambrose. Christmas. Can we somehow find if Carl put out a statement supporting Stephanie Jones? Would that lead us anywhere of interest? Oh, it's about the girls putting out a statement supporting Stephanie. He's a business owner. What do we know about Brian Jones? Yeah, we do know he's a business owner, I think. Oh, he's an athlete who broke the pole vaulting record in 1954. Wrong Brian Jones. Okay. It's telling us we need to look the periodical. He is a local business owner, but we don't find anything about him. I'm just going to quickly check these, even though I know it's telling us to look in Butler County, just in case. We're at the point where we just need to check everything. Jones Graphic and Print. Oh, I don't know if we've gone down the path of Brian Jones. This might be something. Does he own a car yard, perhaps, where some mechanics work? That would help us. Taking over his father's print company after 20 years, Brian seems not to have gone to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. I'm going to highlight that to remind us to look that up. I've been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know about getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been printing a printing staple of Butler County for years, and even when the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way. But still, whether you're a new client or whether our regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices in bulk printing anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania. Or search us online for a website I designed ourselves. Well, if you say so, Jones Graphic and Print. Okay, this is new. This is new. I don't know how the gosh darn heck it's going to help us, but at least it's new. Jones Graphic and Print is a company that, according to his website, has existed in Butler County for some time. The website seems fancy. It even has frames. Ooh, iframes. The website lists an address, hours, and a few examples of clients and the type of work it was done for each. Tell us about a mechanic, please. Stephanie Jones Campaigns, mailers. Roottrees Candy Company, various banners and posters. Butler County, Holiday Light post banners. Miracle Miracle Network. Roottrees Motors. Oh, thank God. How is this the way we find out? How is this the way we find out? Butler County School District. I'm going to search these other threads before we do Eli this way. I can't believe that we're stuck on Tessa Roottrees over here. And what's the path? Oh, of course, it's Brian Jones. Go away. Boo. Boo game. Boo. Okay, I'm going to search these other things first, just because I'm going to forget to if I don't. Nothing in there. Periodicals. Really? Okay. You don't want to tell me about the school? That's fine, matey. That's fine. Did that knock off the clues in the flyer? It still says 5, but maybe when we put this stuff in, it'll go. The fact that it still says 5, though, might mean that there is more to hear than just Roottrees Motors. Butler Summer Theatre, Children of Eden. We also do website design. Come on in to get a quote today. Okay, one sec. I need to use the boys' room, but we're somewhere. We're getting somewhere, champions. We are... Oh, we're on the precipice. 1 second. Hey Tom, good to see ya. Worm, gonna listen to stream as you drive home? Okay, don't watch though. Don't watch. Yeah, pull over if you have to. During the summer, they make plays and musicals. Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned for announcements about 1999. Credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they played last season. There's a cast list, but none of it seems relevant. Below the cast list crew, and 2 things stand up. Posters and additional set design elements by Jones Graphic and Print. Oh, I wonder if there was sort of another way to get to backdoor into Jones Graphic and Print, because it's sort of seems to be leading us. If we didn't know about Jones Graphic and Print, we could have found it this way. Choreography by November Studio. Oh my God, November Studios. November Studios. November Studios. We haven't locked her in yet, but that's massive as well. A local dance school. Yeah, we can look you up on the periodical, love. Instead of November Studios, maybe they should have called this place No Mention Studios, because we don't find information about it anywhere. Doesn't matter. We already know she's a dancer. Or she's a choreographer. I don't think they've got, like, choreographer, do they? Yeah, I think she's going to be a dancer. That's all good. Okay, let's look up Butler Summer Theatre in the periodical as well. Been around for at least 30 years. Blah, blah, blah. Hundreds of mentions of their performances, but in many nearly identical advertisements for their box office and tickets, as well as yearly announcements of upcoming shows and seasons. They also tend to take a full-page ad out at the end of every season that says thank you. This year it mentions they've got a website. Right. Alright. There's no threads there. Let's look up Children of Eden, though. I know you're all keen to get onto the Roottrees motors, but let us make sure that we get through this first. Musical with songs by Stephen Schwartz, a game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnston, really likes it. Realized it could kind of fit timeline-wise with the game he was making and decided to use it instead of something fake as kind of an Easter egg. Is Jeremy Johnston the guy that made this game? You don't need to check it out, but if you do, I like the songs The Hardest Part of Love and Lost in the Wilderness. Also, if you haven't already, you should hit the back button and go back to Jones Graphic and Print, and instead of searching Children of Eden, you should probably search for whoever was performing it. Right, who performed Children of Eden? But I think we searched Butler Summer Theatre, but it didn't tell us who did the last show. None of the names seem relevant. That is unhelpful, yeah. That's weird. I don't think there's anything actually there. I think we just move on to Roottrees motors. Nothing there. Ah, the printing sound. Ah, the printing sound. Thank you. Thank you. Used to be called Wilkins Motors. An ad for Roottrees Motors has been run in every week's Butler County Times for many years, but has recently changed to include a picture. 3 unique versions of the ad. Oh, wow. 3 unique versions. Thank you very much. Gonna look up Wilkins Motors. Whoops, didn't mean to highlight that. You can go away. Though why the name would have changed might be irrelevant. Yes, why did the name change from Wilkins Motors? Maybe we'll find out in our pictures. Yeah, we've taken 4 away now. Wilkins Motors is now Roottrees Motors. We may have a new name, but we promise we're still the same family business. All that's different is we've joined a sweeter family. I wonder if this is a hint towards his partner. Maybe he married a Wilkins? Yes, he did. Thank you, Caddy. You're in, matey. You're in. So we've only got a couple of names left now. Clara and Joan. Might as well just have a guess, I guess. Maybe we'll put Joan there and Clara. Where do you live, Clara? Pictures and ads, yeah. And then Clara over here with Zach. Maybe. Maybe. Funny noises, need new oil, come on down, we'll fix her up. Alright, Sweeter Family's about the Roottrees, isn't it? Your local family mechanic servicing the Pittsburgh area. Okay, I don't know how this one helps at all. Tessa Roottree, our newest fixer, learned all there is to know about cars from her Roottree Motors parents. Oh, right, we need to get Elias's occupation as well. I thought we were done, but... Okay, we know LEC has some sort of professional job. So I think we just put a few of these in. Look at him. He looks like a professor to me. What do you think? Oh no, Clancy Jr.'s the professor. So he's probably not a professor or a lawyer. Maybe he's an architect. Maybe he's an author. Maybe he's a CEO. Maybe he's a chef. A director. Doctor. Dang, I thought doctor was a shot. Lawyer like his brother. The media mogul. The news anchor. The pilot. Political police officer. Preacher. Principal. Oh no, if this doesn't work, we're in trouble. Professor? No. None of these work. Elias C, please. Advertising. He's in advertising. He's in advertising. Don't worry, he's in advertising. Oh, I guess the women right as well. Luckily. We got our photos. Booyah, indeed.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Alright, we gotta figure out these last 2. Who is EC? Oh wow, we type it in. Okay. Alright, we need to read up about Sam and EC, I guess. And figure out. So, we do know Edward Clancy, yeah. Have you know if the phone is a soft lock? We never found out, although when I booted up the game once, it did give us an additional document, which maybe they'd figured out this is a bug and fixed it. So EC, Edward Clancy Rootree. We can be confident that's his name. So what do we know about Edward Clancy? We do know that the original 5 Pieces ad had EC here. As a child. And that sort of fits right there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do know they originally locked... they originally named it 5 Pieces after the 5 children. And then Rootree Miracle only came 14 years after Margalite. And then suddenly EC was wiped from the record books as a result of that. So let's do... I mean, I don't think we're going to find anything online about Edward Clancy, but we might as well have a look. You never know. You never know. Yeah, nothing in Butler County Times. And a spouse, indeed. The phone messages get summarized in that document. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It was just a document that gave us all the names, which is weird that we didn't say, Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, it just gave us all the names. Which was weird that it would come at that stage, but maybe that was right. Your weird mind says that EC was Miracle's dad. Miracle did only come 14 years later. What if Edward Clancy accidentally shot Miracle's eye out? Let's do a little bit of reading on Miracle. Miracle Rootree lies so late in his mother's life that the doctors swore he wouldn't survive the first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger by his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over all these complications, and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. So, it just sounds like birth defects. Due to his mother being very old when she had them. So maybe Miracle isn't related. I do want to read about Sam again. Because Sam seems to be... Remember, we had some relationship with Clancy Edward as well to Sam? It says farmhand. Learned that Elias Rootree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative... Okay, this is... So, Sam was not part of the family gatherings. And Elias Rootree, Papa Elias, did not want Sam to be part of those gatherings. But his wife... Gwyneth's the wife. Gwyneth had pushed for Sam to be part of these gatherings. But Elias did not like that. So why is Gwyneth pushing for it, but Elias not pushing for it? Lauren asks, why Sam? I have so many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realize it. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. We definitely have an Elias Jr. We have 4 Eliases. It says Elias had been given in to his wife, and it is talking about Gwyneth, so it's definitely these two, I think. None of us had even met Sam until Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. So they met Sam at the wedding. Those two are not Elias and Gwyneth, though? What do you mean? These two are Elias and Gwyneth, aren't they? No. Wait, who are these two? No, sorry, that's... You're right. That's Lauren and Jacob. Lauren and Jacob. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Yeah. So, Clancy Edward at least knows what's going on. We know at a minimum he knows what's going on with Sam and EC. Because he's the one saying it's complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam walking alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on the way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all 3 were on the books. So I'm thinking what's happened is that maybe Gwyneth... Mr. Miller? Oh yeah, Mr. Miller. Wait. Oh, what I was going to say is I was thinking... there was a Mr. Miller and not in any of the list of names. Gay couple, maybe. Oh, could be. I was thinking it was going to be something with Edward Clancy getting with Gwyneth. Oh, but then, Edward Clancy, why? No. Because he had the candy named after him. Why did he have the candy named after him? Maybe they are a gay couple. And that's why Edward was, like, shunned from the family? Although we don't have John. Is John Mr. Miller? John Miller? How is EC a Rootree? No line above him. Well, the reason why we think he must be a Rootree... I will get back to this. Is because he was in the original ad. And we know that the 5 flavors were named after the 5 children's. We have EC Egg Cream in 1924, but then when they redid the ad in 1928, EC is gone. He is disowned. He's disappeared from the family tree. Our flavors are inspired by our children. Do we think John is Mr. Miller? I wonder if I put John Miller in here if it's gonna do something. No. Maybe we don't even get to do it until we confirm it. I don't think we do have a John on the board. Because these farmhands, I don't remember putting them anywhere. I have to click confirm. Yeah, so that's going to send us to the end. But let's just... We will finish this. We will submit this shortly, but we can see if we can unravel the mystery, like it says here. All three are on the books. It is Lauren's farm. Sorry, not Lauren. It is Gwyneth's farm. Sam gave him some tools to make the engine faster. None of us think that's proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why this outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Why is Grandad making an exception now? Blood is thicker than the syrup. Okay, let's just... I think we had something about these in the update as well, didn't we? Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottrees. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. She had the chance to grow up with us. Had she had the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwyn never was. So Sam is the same generation. As these. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. And her children always seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning day to day from Zach. It has been a long, long time since any real Roottrees was as excited and interested in candy as Ernie. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. What I'm most ashamed of, not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a splitting image of Patsy, with her jet black hair and green eyes. So that's Patsy, Patricia, right? We had one more Patricia, I think, but it's like over here somewhere. Let's just make sure that this other Patricia isn't who they're calling Patsy. I think we had two Patricias, but the other one was down much lower. Yeah, Patricia Jones over here. Yeah, no way. No way. Has to be... So Sam's mother is Patricia. That seems to be what it's confirming. Yeah. I think Sam's father... Oh... So maybe Sam's mother was Patricia, but then what happened was EC here and Patricia are the parents of Sam. And maybe that was the reason why he was kicked out of the family? Because he's gotten with Patsy? She doesn't have the thick glasses of Patsy, but that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zack was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. So why isn't Sam... Why isn't Sam getting any money? Pop warned us away from the farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. And I suspect that's why he's kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Roommate. Oh, you know, just lifelong roomies. Are we thinking the roommate is still John? It would make sense that they both lived on the farm together. But do we need a pick? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, there is a portrait thing here, but I don't know. I don't think we've learned anything new that would help us get to the picture. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might not ever forgive them either, but even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problem with us next gen, but she has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. So she probably hates the Five Pieces, Elias and Gwyneth, because of what they did to Edward Clancy. Yeah, we're out of pictures. I mean, my theory is basically Edward is bisexual, I guess, and I don't know. It seems weird though, doesn't it, that he's gay, but he also got with Patsy? Like, I don't know. What do we think? Is it worth searching any further? John Miller, can you make appearance somewhere, please? It seems that twice each summer, the Roottrees Candy Company's current head of farming, Mrs. Cuttrell. Current head of farming. Okay, so Mrs. Cuttrell's probably not going to have anything to do with this because it's... She'd be down here somewhere, wouldn't she? Returns to Butler County to demonstrate how 5 pieces were made at the beginning of the century. The demonstration provides free samples of the original 5 flavors. They cost quite a lot to attend and sell out every time, getting tickets the moment they go on sale. You do learn that the farm offers discounts on Tuesdays. How useless. Alright, should we wrap this up? Click confirm. Find out the truth. I still think the person visiting us is Sam. And her father is Edward Clancy. Mother is Patricia. They had some sort of affair. He's also gay for some reason with Mr. Miller. And maybe those two things combined got him kicked out of the family. But first... right. Number of optional entries left for next time. I think that's just the two photos we missed on the left.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottrees, and his partner was John Miller?
I mean, she's voicing these lines. She's voicing the lines. That's a good sign, I think.
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm Sam Madsen.
Yes.
You know me as Samantha Roottrees.
Tick,
Yep.
tick.
I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago.
That's 3 ticks. Well done, chat. Well done.
My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottrees and John Miller.
Oh. So she was raised by Edward Clancy and John, but Elias Jr. was the father. Biologically.
By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not.
Oh, they were twins? Oh, Edward Clancy and Clancy Edward were twins. I don't know if we ever learned that.
At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand. Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
Oh, not Clancy Edward, Clancy, just Clancy, right.
The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
Yeah, we knew that.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Yeah. We didn't look at this one today, but we did figure out that the girl was Sam in a previous stream. I got angry when I met a new girl who I didn't like. She said, "Your pop is my dad." Yes.
Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background.
Oh, wow.
The 6th 5-piece.
Okay, we didn't... I did not click his face.
Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
How awful it is that such a beauty was ripped from its rightful fate, and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin, an outcast, forced to a life of labor under a wicked relative. Oh, okay. We did not get this book, Steamy Correspondence. No, we have not seen this.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces.
Sam had been told her parents died. Yep.
My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
So it's interesting that she was such an outcast, and yet her son, they still made him president.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real Roottrie. He nearly ruined the company.
Oh, right, it didn't go. It went to Guy instead. And we did know Guy was like the president that wanted the caviar flavor. Been passed up for unspecified reasons, right? Because of the branch of the family tree.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions.
Right, Guy and then Ernie.
Ernie earned about $36.
Yeah, because of the Clancy agreement. Or the 5-piece guarantee. One of those. Known as a bit of a reclusive, opting to forego the typical luxuries of the average Roottrie. Oh, we didn't look up Ernie in Business Watch. I don't think we read that.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point.
It's impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. The company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Television screenwriter Robbie Roottrie was allegedly quietly tried and convicted under the name Robert Roottrie in a French court of law. It seems he had allegedly embezzled from his company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit. I think we did read that one.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
The brothers. Even out of wedlock because they divorced before he was had.
That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
Ah, yes. I'd forgotten about this lawsuit about RR. And I didn't realize it was about Robbie.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancy Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight. Thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancy Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
We're rich.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again. And
We did it. We did it. We did it. Thanks to your hard work, Sam Madson's book was published. It received mixed reviews. That's funny. Life went on and a new president took over the company. The Roottrie family faded from the news cycle. And then that's when everything changed. There's another mystery to solve? Roottrie Mania is unlocked as a new game? What? So who caused the plane crash? I was just thinking the same thing, Ambrose. What? There's another... I didn't realize there's a part 2. Alright, we're going to have a quick look at this. Did they release more content later? This game only just came out.
Probably not who you expected to be knocking, but life's funny sometimes.
Clark, what are you doing here, mate?
You've done well staying anonymous. It took us a while to track you down. A lot has happened in the last year. Far too much of it public. But there's stuff going on behind the scenes, too. I never wanted to be president. I'm not great with stress. And with my mother's deteriorating I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here because part of the fallout of Sam's book is that everyone's coming out of the woodwork. Now that it's public knowledge, the Clansett Trust covers any Roottrees despite their history with us.
Oh my god.
A lot of potential.
Did they finish this game and then just decide,
you may have seen that.
We want more content. We want to put in more content.
Disaster for us. And then Miracle went and made it all about himself. The long and short of it is a lot of potential cousins just showed up.
Oh my god.
But she's not really going about it the right way. And she's not taking calls from anyone in the family. I let it slip through a mutual friend that I found you. It's manipulative, but I'm hoping she'll reach out to you. You can let her know I'm on her side. In the meantime, if you're willing, I can share our files with you.
Okay. We're not doing this today.
Feel free to do your own research.
We're not doing this today.
Things like this.
I wonder if it's like unlocked more things to search as well as a result of that. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, next stream. Another top secret? Are you kidding me? Are we gonna find out that Samantha caused a plane crash? Thanks for joining, champions. I thought we were done. But that gives me something to... I don't have to think about what we're gonna play next Friday, so that's a win for me. Just some more games that are coming out that I want to play. You've seen enough of the Roottrees family, but whatever. We're so deep, Tom. We gotta continue. There's a game by the people who made... this one, or Obra Dinn or something. There's another... No. Curse of the Golden Idol. So that's... The Rise of the Golden Idol is getting DLC very soon. Sometime in February and March, so we'll play that. And then one of the people that made that is also making another game, which is in the same vein as Golden Idol, but very casual. So you're finding like very banal mysteries, like who left the orange juice out. And it looks pretty silly and fun. But gosh darn it, we got more trees to root. Infidelity. Anyway, champions, we'll have another look at this next week. Thanks for joining. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.